VOD watchers, welcome in to part 4 of Psychonauts 2 with a therapist. I hope you enjoyed part 3. There was a lot that was going on there, and I have been very excited to start up part 4. I want to give a quick thank you to those of you that are watching this on YouTube. There are quite a few people who watch my videos and are not subscribed to the channel. You can turn alerts off so that you don't get notifications, but support the channel by subscribing. I really encourage you to do that. It helps me get more visible. It helps me get more visible in the YouTube algorithm. Gets more people able to see the playthroughs that I can provide and the information that I have to offer. And it's a great way to support the channel for free. So please take a second to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. You can turn off notifications if you want. I am live. Live streams are over on Twitch. All of my links are down below in the description. Also, if there's anything that you want to say about what happens tonight in this playthrough, leave a comment. I love reading them. And I thank those of you that have left one. All right, let's rock. Let's make it happen. Part 4, incoming. All right, let me make sure. All right, mi familia. We're gonna have to talk to him. I want to know a little bit more about our family here.
Okay, watch me again.
Okay.
Hi, Nona. Oh, hello, my sweet little turnip.
Let's see. Are you comfortable? Do you need anything? That's a good question. Aren't you cold out here in the woods is a little presumptive, although she does seem to be shaking. Can I ask you about the curse? Game is a little loud relative to your voice. Oh, that's a first. Okay. Aren't you cold out here? We're going to ask, are you comfortable and do you need anything?
Are you comfortable? Do you need anything? I'm happy as long as I'm with my family. Can I ask you about the curse? Don't go near the water. Yes, I know about that part, but... Then you know the whole thing. All you need to know.
Hey, don't go in water. Not going to tell you why, but don't go in water. Weirdly enough, I'm actually going to turn this into a tidbit. Because I actually think that that's a really interesting metaphor for family narratives and legacies that people don't have much insight into over generations. There is this incredible phenomenon that can happen where caregivers and adults will pass on certain messages to children that are operational in nature. So in this case, it's don't go in the water. And a lot of times they will not share the reason why that is the case. And it could sometimes be that water may not actually be dangerous. It could be that a parent had a bad experience with water and they're afraid of their child having a similar experience. So they tell them something like, you know, we've had a lot of family members drown, or water's going to do X. Sometimes you'll see it like, I've heard it with food, where like a parent will say, oh, you're allergic to a certain food, and it's not because that their child is actually allergic to it. It's because they just don't like it and don't want to have it in the house. Regardless, sometimes what it'll do is it gets internalized by a child, and they will then operate based off of that, even though they don't have an explanation for why it is. And if they start poking around and asking questions, sometimes adults will become averse to answering them. Hiding things or blocking your children from doing certain things that are not problematic for them just because you're afraid of it or because you have some sort of personal agenda against it sets a very weird precedent and can be really damaging to a child in the long run, because if they find out that you were bullshitting them, there can be some resentment there. For example, maybe Raz actually can swim and water's not problematic at all, and there's just some sort of weird family narrative that's blocking him from exploring it. right? It's like if you're told you're allergic to something, you stay away from it. And you may not actually be. So getting more information and doing some exploration on your own is sometimes a really good exercise, because family narratives sometimes exist for reasons you don't realize and have internalized over time. Now, that's not to say that water might be dangerous to Raz, right? But when you get an answer like that, it always makes me kind of go like, who's your favorite grandchild? It's me, right?
Aren't you cold out here in the woods? Oh, please. I'm from Grulovia. This is nothing.
You hate psychics as much as
Do
Mom.
you hate psychics as much as Mom? You mean fortune tellers? Like the Galunculas, the ones who cursed us? They are not natural. They are not trustworthy.
Interesting.
Nona, who's your favorite grandchild? It's me, right? Oh, of course, you are my favorite. My sweet little Dion. Well, I gotta go back to my spy stuff. Good boy. Now don't get that big head. Sorry, I missed that one. Do it again. Nice trick, Tala.
Is Nona looking?
Yes, and she looks really impressed.
Huh. All right. So Raz has maybe a decent relationship with her. Maybe can recognize that, like, she's too young to actually be overly accountable for whatever disdain she might have toward Raz, because she's more likely picking it up from the adults in the room.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, yes, Rasputin?
What you doing?
I'm trying to perfect the devil's fire hose, of course. It's a risky one, but I think this might be the spectacle that puts the Aquatos back on top.
Can I help?
Yes, tell me how to make the devil's fire hose reach even greater heights.
All right, let's indulge their non-psychic vibes here.
Maybe if everyone stood on tippy toes?
Everyone is already stretched to their full height. I should know. I stretch them every day.
What if we set everyone's costumes on fire?
How about some
Finish that sentence, and it will kill your mother, Rasputin.
That, you might look at that and go, oh, haha, come on. She's just being hyperbolic. That is very aggressive. And for a child who potentially doesn't have the abstract understanding, or really the cognitive functioning to be able to process that in a way that maybe some of us adults could, that is going to be immensely damaging to them. That is just outright shutting down an idea because of some sort of personal agenda, and doing it in a way that makes it seem as if curiosity or a desire to help or an idea is somehow harmful to a person that is an important caregiver. That is a terrible way to respond to a child. In fact, I can't think of a single circumstance beyond, if you take that knife and plunge it into my neck, it's going to kill your mother, where that is an appropriate thing to say. That's a big old yikes. And but it says something, right? It tells us that her aversion to talking about psychic energy is so profound, and she is so volatile as it relates to it, that the entire family has oriented themselves to it. Which leads to a bigger point about sometimes what can happen in a family, which is where if there is a person who is particularly volatile, particularly intense, has reactions that are perceived as intolerable by other members of the family, it will often lead to the family capitulating to that process. They will stand down, or they will even orient themselves to that narrative, because it's way easier to do that than handle the volatility of a person if you challenge it. And she's very forceful in the way that she sets that boundary. And we're seeing the residual effect on the family by like how the grandmother talks about psychic energy and how the father has, et cetera, et cetera. So she's a very powerful force, and we're starting to see how she's been able to maintain that. Yikes.
What if we incorporate animals into the act?
Overall, children are cheaper and slightly cleaner.
What if we set everyone's costumes on fire?
Very exciting. But these are the only costumes we have, Rasputin.
Seems like doing the trick horizontally would be safer.
Safety doesn't fill seats, Rasputin.
We're really going to keep going with this, huh?
What if everyone were singing?
I'd rather die in water.
Blindfolds?
We tried that before. Remember the big pink eye epidemic? Shut us down for a week.
Chainsaws?
Who will pay for the gasoline, darling?
Well, that's all the ideas I got. Sorry.
You really want to help me? Go find your brother, Queepy. He's wandered off again.
I think all of us know somebody who does what she just did to Rasputin. We'll ask for help. We'll ask for ideas. And we'll shut down every single idea that comes forth. Sometimes for very practical reasons. Sometimes because, God forbid, somebody else have an idea that's better than yours. Only ask for help if you legitimately want to have a conversation about what help is going to look like. There was no dialogue from Rasputin's mom that said, you know what, Rasputin, I really appreciate you throwing these ideas out. This is really cool that you're willing to work with me on this. I appreciate you showing some dedication to this. Some of these don't work, but I want you to keep giving me ideas because I really do want to figure this out. None of that. So there's a whole number of reasons why a person might do something like that. Sometimes it's for attention. Sometimes it's to reinforce an idea of competence and that they know better. Right? Because if you shut down every idea that somebody has, it passively makes you seem like you're somehow smarter or more in the know than they are. Like, really what is happening in that dynamic is there's a passive reinforcement that she knows better than Rasputin and that Rasputin has nothing to offer. That's really what was communicated there. So if you're a person that asks for help and shuts down every idea that the people around you have, you really ought to reevaluate the reasons why you're asking for help. Because it may be that you're not looking for help at all. You're looking for reassurance about other things that might not have to do with what you're asking for help with at all.
Top of what?
Top of the acrobatic world, Rasputin.
Yes, Scroob.
As the Aquatos once were, before the curse.
Can I ask you about the curse?
Not too loud. You know your father doesn't like to talk about it. But as you know, a cruel fortune teller cursed our family, Raz.
Oh my God. Not too loud. Your father gets agitated when we talk about the curse. Does he? Because when I said Psy, you cut me off at the you head me off at the pass and said don't even finish that sentence or else I'm gonna die. So now, not only is your curiosity hurtful to me, it's hurtful to your father. I mean, she is literally leveraging another relationship that Raz cares about to perpetuate an aversion. Father needs to be the one that says to Raz, I don't want to talk about it. But these are the ways that people, again, these are the ways that people who are wrapped up in not so great narratives about things and want full control, these are the ways that they handle this. Very terrible message to send. Now, on the inverse, I am going to take an empathic approach here. And I know that this is kind of unsettling for people when I do this. And folks who don't watch the channel will sometimes think that I am that I am basically enabling abusers when I have these conversations. I'm not, but if you really want to get to the root of these types of things and understand them systemically, you actually have to look at things this way. As I have said so many times, if you cut far enough through with curiosity, you will often find that the way that people respond and handle their business makes sense to them. People rarely do things that don't make sense to them on some level. When I see this mom, I see somebody who is terrified of something, whether it be change, whether it be of the world moving faster than she is. There could be any number of things that have this woman in a position where she's trying to hyper control her environment. When you see behaviors like this, it's usually an overcompensation for a lack or a perceived lack of control of the environment and what's going on. The world has psychic powers in it, in this world. That's undeniable. In real life, there are things like violence. There are things like rape. There are terrible things that other humans do to each other. And parents often like to protect their kids from those things. To an extent, understandably so. But you can't get into a point where you start denying reality. Because when you do that and you start to hyper control your micro context because of the lack of control you have for the macro, you start to have interactions like this, where you sound maybe a little bit intense and off kilter. And eventually that can lead to some significant resentment because you start to realize that people are trying to control their environment rather than pay attention to it and keep up with things. So if this woman was hurt in some way by psychic energy, we would want to validate that hurt that she experienced, but we would also want to hold her accountable to overcompensating on behalf of that. Okay, so like abusers, as we talked about back in Detroit, we can find empathy for the experiences that lead a person to want to facilitate these problematic behaviors while still holding them accountable to the behavior. And a lot of people shut their brains off when they hear me say we can empathize with what leads up to a person wanting to do, or not even wanting to, just choosing to do something problematic. And they think that that's advocacy for the violent act. And no. Understanding where it comes from to an extent is very helpful because then we can help people make better choices and reframe what's going on. So I see somebody who's scared and is trying to over control the environment. Hell, one of her kids ran away. And if she's not willing to accommodate that into maybe there's something I'm doing to facilitate that and instead blames Raz for it, we're seeing her circle just minimize in front of our very eyes. I know it's a lot, but I mean, what we're witnessing here in this conversation with her is pretty profound. I'm sure many people who watch this are going to connect with it. Hannibal's, I don't have much that I can say beyond just abandonment usually comes from over-personalization. If a person's leaving for reasons that have nothing to do with you, don't over-personalize that. That gets people into problems. Question about being hopeful. Any tips for staying hopeful in spite of this? I don't think hope is always particularly useful. I mean, it can be because it keeps people going, but focus on what you can control, Mary. There's only so much you can do to control it, but focus on what you can control in your immediate environment. Sometimes that means what kind of information you're accessing. All right.
Every aquato for all time is cursed to die in water. That is why we had to leave our grand aquatic circus behind and start again at the bottom in this humble family troupe. We may not have water anymore, but we still have the most important thing, right? We still have highly stretchable ligaments. Oh, yes, and family.
She's also in a position where she has attributed a lot of her self-worth into her ability to perform, which happens with performers and athletes. And one of the cold, harsh realities that people who tie a significant amount of their identity into performance have to come to terms with is aging and keeping up with where trends are going. And so if her very sense of self is being threatened by her inability to perform, that's really losing control over yourself, which is profoundly scary for people. So some of this overcompensation behavior of being very controlling and direct and forceful on manipulating Raz probably comes from that. Ugh. I do, but I don't have enough time to go into that, Mega. I'm kind of going into it by talking about this, but that's too long for me to stop the playthrough for.
Who cursed us? Too many questions. Stay away from the water! That's all you need to know.
I stopped arguing with that woman long ago.
You know, Agent Forsyth is a very important psychonaut, and she's really cool, actually. I think you'd really like each other if you hung out.
The woman in the suit? We get along just fine, as long as we keep our distance. A circus can only have one prima donna.
Okay, I'm going to go practice my acrobatics.
Uh-huh. Remember, every time you lie, it takes a day off your mother's life. Need to top our last...
Don't control behavior through fear, parents. Brutal. Really brutal. That gets into kids' heads. Okay, I'm shaking my head because that legitimately gets into kids' heads. You say something like that long enough, kids will believe it. And then even when they get smart enough to know that that's not true, they will still experience the emotion that they experienced when they were told that as a kid. This is a very hard thing to detach yourself from. Saying stuff like that is very controlling. It is manipulative. And it scrambles kids in a big way. It gets them to question things. There is very real utility to lying. I'm not advocating for lying, but there are times where lying can literally be the difference between survival and a really problematic situation. And if you instill that kind of thing into a child who has no template for understanding how wild that statement is, there could be a time where they're legitimately in danger because they believe if they lie, that's going to be more problematic than it actually would be. That's not a small thing for her to say. And the fact that she ends the conversation on that, boom, that's a stamp. That's a, I'm leaving you with that. That is also over-personalization of behaviors that have absolutely nothing to do with her. That's saying if you lie to your boss about something, you take a day off of my life. I hate everything about that. Oh.
That husband of mine.
Wow. Okay, cool. So we're a half hour into the playthrough and I haven't even left the camp yet. Alright, we gotta find a bee. Oh shit. This isn't Elden Ring, Ryan. Don't hit the bunnies. Got a hair trigger tonight.
There better be a real Yeti in here or I want my money back. What was I doing out here again? Oh, right. Compton needs a bee from the Forgetful Forest. Yep.
Alright, there's water here. I hear pirate radio going on in the background. What is this? Sascalops versus Nessie. Who would win? Sascalops. Claws, opposable thumbs, possible psychic powers, single eye gives focus. Nessie, larger, swims, bigger teeth, more established fan base.
Please. Nessie would totally win because Nessie is real. I'm starting to see why this questionable area went out of business.
The heartbeat of the mother lobe.
What are you listening to?
Some local radio station. I have no idea where it's coming from, but I love it.
Oh, can I listen to it with you?
No.
That may be less about Raz than we might think. I think it's easy to look at that and go, oh, what kind of beef do they have? When kids get to a point where they start to see themselves as autonomous and separate from the environment and the people around them, an item or a thing that becomes a concrete reflection of that autonomy is cherished. So if this kid listening to music is something that allows him to differentiate himself from the other members of the family, if it's something he gets to enjoy that nobody else gets to enjoy, that's actually developmentally normal. And I don't use that word lightly. So if Raz personalizes that, I don't know that it's a good idea. We would want to look at that through a developmental frame, which is that listening to that radio and enjoying it and doing it by himself is a concrete, tangible reflection of the fact that he is an autonomous individual in his family, where it would seem that he's young enough that a lot of decisions get made by other people. Kids cherish that shit, and that's okay. Also, no is a great way to assert autonomy. Drives parents crazy, but when your child starts saying no, it means they've recognized that they have influence by saying no and that they have some autonomy, and that's not a bad thing. Understanding development makes a lot of instances like that a lot more palatable. Oh, all right.
Hey!
Oops. Oh god. Oh god. Oops. Alrighty. Go up here. Oh, maybe we can't. Alright, I'm inclined to see if we can... Yep. Damn it. There's an easier way to cross, so I'm going to just do that instead of making this more difficult than it needs to be. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Come on. At this point, I'm starting to get into that family narrative. Okay, cool. That was fun. Let's go find Dad. I want to find a bee. That's what I really want. I'll bet this gear goes over here somehow.
Ooh, funicular. I mean, who doesn't love those? That's right. Now, where's the rest of it? Looks like there's just one more part to find. Oh! Ha!
Aha!
A little more fun in that funicular. That pun is just one of the things I love about funiculars. Ah, kids today.
I love you too, Sasha. I am smart. Blah, blah, blah. Danger. Don't look directly at Titanium. I love you, Sasha. Wonder who made that graffiti.
Yep.
Ooh, what is this?
Oh. Okay, the funicular is slow.
Reasons I won't go
This
into
guy's
right now. We
overstated.
found more human skulls on the grounds than
There
we'd
we
prefer.
go. Whee! Here we go.
Okay. We won't go into that right now.
Funicular.
Take your time, funicular.
Now, I mean, in their defense, they're not called fasting movers.
Raz knows what we were thinking. I have played that game, Chico. Me and Allie haven't finished it yet, but
Oh,
we've had a lot of fun with that.
got a side card.
Alright, so there's another sister. Questionable gifts? Magic tricks? Illusions? Candles? Propane? Fireworks? Question marks?
I'll take that card.
Supply chest key. Take that.
Hey, Frazee.
I can't believe Mom forgave you so easily.
Did she?
Can we talk about you being psychic now?
Ugh, look, Raz. I know we played all kinds of weird brain games when we were kids. But I'm not ready to break Mom and Dad's hearts like you did, okay?
That's a reflection of the parents, not her. If your inclination is to be hard on her for that, back it up. That's not on her. That's on the parents. She learned that, right? She learned that getting in touch with her own autonomy, with her own interests, with her own convictions, her own skill set, is something that is going to get her disowned by her parents, whether physically or emotionally or both. And this is a very real reality that a lot of kids are up against when parents have expectations that are harmful. Parents who are threatened by their children's emerging autonomy into adulthood will often impress something like this onto their kids. And it will put kids into a very dissonant position of, do I attend to my own emerging convictions and values as an autonomous individual at the behest of my parents? Or do I continue to keep a connection with my parents while stifling my own development? A lot of us go through this. This is often the product of parents who overly place their identity into their role as parents, but particularly parents as caregivers. If the idea is to raise children who can be productive, healthy adults, you have to facilitate their autonomy at some point. And if you overly put your identity into being a caretaker for your children, you're going to have a hell of a go at it when your kids start getting older and reach their teenage years. So that thing she said is a product of what her parents have created, not of her. Whenever kids do problematic things, you always want to look at the environment they grew up in and the parents that they have. It's not always the parents' fault of how kids react to things, but that is absolutely a narrative she learned. She didn't pull that from thin air. Yes, I am back on Twitch for live stream Z-Skills.
How long does the family plan to stay out here?
Just until the circus makes enough dough to pay for the trip home.
Why don't you stay here with me?
And do what?
Join the intern program.
That sounds humiliating.
It is, but it builds character. I think.
I'll, consider it.
Really?
Maybe I'll check the place out for a while. If we can win over Mom, that is.
Bye, Frazee.
Later, Trader.
Oh, alright. Well, I thought that was going to be good for a minute. Narrator, it wasn't. Again, I'm more inclined to believe that that's her perpetuating a family narrative than it is her own convictions. Because for her to be there would be really for her to deny a big piece of like what she has to offer. So it's scary how powerful those
This titanium is fake.
parental narratives can be. Questionable quartz. Some people claim that the mysterious purple rubies of the questionable area actually speak to them. Could this whispering rock be a byproduct of the questionable area's power vortex? Or is it brought here by the Sasclops from the home planet? I ask questions?
This is such a misunderstanding of titanium, I can't even bear to read it.
Oops, I already did.
Can't leave this card lying around.
Hey, there we go. Woo!
Psychar!
Far-fetched Falls? Notice anything special about this waterfall? Look closely, it's flowing upside down. Far-fetched facts? Over 70,000 gallons of water flow up and over the falls every day. The water in the falls is slightly carbonated. Unlike the upside-down waterfall down the highway, this one's not fake. Fish found in the falls have 4 stomachs and can perform simple math. No one between the ages of 27 and 32 has ever drowned in these waters.
I'll admit, the waterfall is pretty questionable.
That's an interesting way to spin those stats. All right, I think if I might be able to jump onto one of these logs. We're gonna see if we can time it. Here we go. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Man, those things go fast. Woo! Jeez. Alright, let's see if we can actually get it this time. Damn it! I really want to get this. I also don't want to kill Raz in the process. Maybe this is wishful thinking. I'm going to try it one more time. Oh, that was it!
Phew.
Oh. Alright, so you can't do it. Bummer. But hey, we tried it. It was worth the shot. Now I can say that I've seen how it works. By the way, I do want to use this as an opportunity to say I really appreciate all of you being here, whether you're here live on Twitch or whether you're watching the VOD on YouTube. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day or night to see what I have to offer as a content creator. It means the world to me that you support the channel. The channel will always be free to access, but I do appreciate those of you that financially support it. So just big thank you. Make sure you follow me on socials if you haven't already, and again, leave a comment if you'd like. Platform. Uh-oh.
Yoink.
Woo! Oh no! Oh! What's up, friends? All right, I'll talk to them in a minute.
You see that?
How could I not?
It caught fire!
A little. Mr. Quado, you almost started a forest fire.
Running around these trees is good fun. Oh, this is where I started. Okay. Or is it? It's here. And we got that guy. Oh, it's another one of these. Oh, here we go.
Okay, let's see if this one's any easier. Oh, here
Probably
I go.
won't be.
Gotta fight my way out of here again.
Oh, shit. Oh, man, these guys have, like, the most ridiculous aim. Oh! Alright. Alright. This is one way to do it. Hey, Natch. Hell yeah.
I'm starting to realize now why Gisu wanted to fob these off on me.
Optional mission completed. Yeah. Alright, let's go talk to Dad and friend.
Hey, I found some of those scavenger.
Mission critical.
Did you see that?
Hey, Norma. What are you doing out here with my dad?
Oh, I'm sorry, Raz. Is this making you jealous? Did your dad not spend much time with you when you were growing up?
No. I mean, yes. I mean, the average amount.
It's not a very nice thing to say. Good lord.
Dad?
Hi, son. Think I'm getting any better at this?
Just keep practicing.
That's it?
Yeah, practice helps.
Clear your mind.
If it were any emptier, I'd pass out.
Press harder on your temples.
Really? I'm already getting a bit of a bruise there.
Focus on the hottest thing you can think of.
Okay, then. I'm thinking of your mother.
Dad!
We're human beings, Rasputin.
Saw that coming.
You're really taking to this psychic stuff. Like, really hard.
And notice that he's taking to this psychic stuff on the entire other side of the park.
I guess I'm making up for lost time. Plus, it could be a fun father and son activity for us to do together, don't you think?
Uh-huh. Dad, can I ask you about where we come from?
You mean Grulovia. That's a sad story, son, but there were some glory days back in the old country. The Aquatos were part of a very prestigious national circus there. We even performed for the Tsar and his family from time to time. But then that monster Maligula ruined everything.
Ooh, cool. Let's freak him out by telling him that Maligula's still here.
What do you think of the Devil's Fire Hose?
Oh, it's going to be a showstopper, I can tell. Your mother never disappoints, you know. I just wish she'd let me add a little, razzle-dazzle. Oh, yes, like that.
Thanks for helping out back at summer camp.
Well, I could tell somehow you were in trouble. Probably because of our psychic connection. So, how is Lily? I couldn't help but notice when I was inside your mind,
Dad!
that you had some uncertainty about the status of your relationship.
What's that?
Just tell her how you feel, son.
Tell us all how you feel, Raz.
Oh, no.
I don't think Mom's on board with this psychic stuff.
Oh, she'll get used to it. Like she did with my model train hobby. Still so sad about how that elephant sat on my whole collection.
Dad, our circus doesn't have any elephants.
True. Not sure where that animal came from. I'll have to ask your mother. She's the one who saw it happen.
Don't talk about number one, Mega.
You know who else in the family is psychic, right?
Does it rhyme with Daisy?
Yes, and also with lazy.
Well, if that's true, then it's for her to tell us about, son, not you.
Dad's a real one. That is awesome. He is correct. He is correct. That's not mine to disclose. Way to detriangulate, Dad. Way to set a great boundary and example at the same time. That's for her to tell us. Probably the most real world application of this would be if you had a sibling who was gay and told you, and then you went and told your parents. The best parental response to that would be something along those lines of, that's not for you to tell me. That's for them to tell me when they're ready. Because kids will do this. Kids don't necessarily understand all of the social nuance of something like that when they have that kind of information. But that's how you handle that as a parent. That's beautiful. Worst thing he could do is take that information from Rasputin and then go confront her about it. Because now it violates the trust she had with Rasputin. It also creates something. It creates a situation she's not prepared to handle. So that, A+. Love to see that. And if you're a parent and you're ever in that position, that's generally going to be a really great response.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I had that coming.
And I don't know, do I want to freak him out?
Actually, Maligula's not ancient history. Some of her followers are trying to bring her back to life.
What?
The Psychonauts think one of her delusionists have infiltrated the base as a mole.
Then be careful what you tell them, son. We're more connected to Maligula than you should say.
What's that?
What do you mean we're connected to Maligula?
She comes from the Galocchio family.
The family that cursed all of our family to die in water?
Son, she is the Galocchio who cursed our family to die in water. And it worked. My father drowned in the Valermo Dam disaster. But my mother, your Nona, survived. She escaped Grulovia and came here to get away from the curse.
I'll let you get back to practicing.
Yes, yes. I think I'm almost there.
Well, now we have personal stake in this. Wow.
Did you see that?
How could I not?
It caught fire!
Man.
Warning, the
this
Forgetful
part of the
Forest is
woods
not part of the
giving me
questionable area.
heebie-jeebies
It is
for
not
some
covered by
reason.
insurance
Just
policy?
then.
Question mark. So why don't we go in there? You got this, Raz. We just need a bee.
Crazy? I know it's you. I'm not stupid. Ah!
Ah, crud, it's you. I thought I finally caught a critter.
Why are you hunting? Aren't they feeding you?
I'm interning with Compton Bull. He sent me out here to catch him some animals.
I really don't know if you should be bringing animals to Agent Poole. His grandson is a friend of mine, but that family can be a little bit rough on animals.
Oh? And you've never psi-blasted a squirrel, nature boy?
That's
what I thought. Anyway, it's no use. I'd have to go deeper into the Forgetful Forest for any really good animals, and there's no way I'm going in there.
Why? Telekinetic bears?
Has nobody told you? About the Green Needle Witch who haunts these woods? Her mother was a banshee, and her father was a porcupine.
Her
Let me
father
guess.
smelt of
She hates children and
elderberries.
kills them on sight.
No, she loves children. She follows them through the forest, and when she catches them, she gives them a big hug,
That doesn't sound so...
impaling them on her needles, filling them with holes.
Okay, if you could just let me down now.
Children beware. She's there. She's there. The Green Needle Witch has waited. She wants a hug. Don't dare. Don't dare. Or soon you'll be perforated.
Jeez.
I'm getting a strong psychic sense that Lizzie and Norma are sisters. Sibling detection is one of the less celebrated tools in the Psychonauts playbook. The kind they don't give badges for.
You'll be perforated. What's up, Steve?
Yep. Oh.
I've never thought about perforation potential for bosses, but here we are. Dude, this harmonica? You kidding me?
Looks like a great place to get those bees for Compton.
Uh-oh. Something tells me, though.
Okay, I'm just gonna take one of you on a little trip to see an old friend.
Oh, God.
Swipe.
Oh, God.
Ooh, I got 3. Even better. Not so fast. Lizzie?
Is it the witch?
Ow! Hey, that's sharp.
Oh, no! What is that?
Lizzie? Nope.
Perforation! Nope! Oh my God! Go, Ras, go! 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 I think we're fighting it. God damn it.
Dang it, Pooter. I just got that thing set again.
Green Needle Witch!
Where?
That way! That way!
Ugh, you poor city kid. Do yourself a favor and stay indoors where it's safe.
Phew. Okay. Better get these bees back to Compton so he can find his friend. And so I can get that senior league pass.
Oh, so I didn't even have to fight it. Okay. Well, that could have been worse. I mean, honestly, that seemed like it could have been a cool boss fight, but...
Did you see that?
How could I not?
It caught fire!
A little. Mr. Aquato, you almost started a forest fire just then.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do. You had me really scared.
Really?
Stop
Well,
flirting with my
I promise
dad,
to be
weirdo.
careful. Let's see if I could...
Alright, I want to get that ticket. The collector in me just needs to have it.
Ho! 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 Got a side card.
Randy. Ooh, what's on top of the mill? How do I get up there?
I'll take that card.
Okay. Rebel roundabout? It's a little play area.
Yep.
Okay. Up in that tree over there. Go Fast travel area, nice.
Can't leave this card lying around.
Okay, there's more up. Man, there's. Yeah, I really do want to collect everything. So let's go over here. Let's figure out a way to get up there. Looks like there's a pole there.
Yep.
Come on. Yes!
Psychar.
Alright. Now I need to figure out a way to get up there. I am not entirely sure. This is pretty wild how much of the, like how many of these platforms there are. Like it felt to me like I'd already hit like all of them. And apparently I've hit none of them. We're gonna go in there in a minute. By a minute, I mean now it's a it's a bathroom.
Smell.
Up we go.
Got it. Yep. Yoink.
Perfect. Do I dare venture into the ladies' restroom?
Hey. This one's even worse.
This one's even worse.
Please do not flush tarot cards down the toilet. Just because you don't like your fortune is no reason to clog our septic tank.
All right, I gotta figure out how to get up there.
Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance. Alley-oop.
Like, it seems like this has got to be here for a reason, right? Like, why would you have this trapeze thing?
Yep.
must explore. Right, like there's got to be a way up there. Unless I got to do some like crazy ass acrobatic stuff in order to get up there. Which it very much seems like I may have to do.
Nona, look!
Same time, I can't imagine them making it that complicated. Alright. Maybe we'll come back. God damn it. Ah. Streams usually go till about 1 or 1:30. Those who are wondering how late I usually go.
Adventure. Fresh and... Don't worry about helping out, Squirt.
Hey, Dion.
Mm-hmm.
Mom told me you needed help.
With what? Reading crystal balls? Beat it, Nostra dumbass.
Looks like you need someone to release the ropes. I'll just pop up there and take care of it.
Oh, really, Mr. Mental? You think you even remember how to be an acrobat?
You'll see.
Nostra dumbass.
You sure look like you could use some help.
You look like you could use a tailor.
Yeah, I like my sweater.
You sure you're using the right knots on those support ropes?
I don't know. Why don't you come a little closer so I can practice my knots on you?
Look, Dion. I know you're mad about me running away.
Don't flatter yourself. If you hadn't stolen Frazy's horse, we wouldn't have even noticed you were gone.
Maybe true. Probably not true. But you can see how badly that hurt Raz to hear. I would be inclined to say to Raz, even if for nothing else, just to have the reframe. Hey, dude, he's saying that because he's not able to access. Well, he is able to, but he's choosing not to access whatever pain came along with you leaving. Because think about it. Like, this is why systems is so important, chat. This isn't just about Raz and Dion. If Dion acknowledges that he is sad that Raz left, or maybe even agrees with the fact that Raz should have left and is envious of it, that brings him closer to violating the family narrative around psychics. So it's easier for him to direct the frustration at Raz because Raz has already been decided by the family to be an outcast. He's the scapegoat. And Dion probably perceives his parents, particularly his mother, as so immovable on this that it's easier to divert it to somebody who can take it, in this case, Raz. That doesn't make what he's doing okay, but it provides a little bit more of an empathic explanation where we would want to help Dion realize, hey man, if you're feeling like you're being stifled by your parents' values towards being psychic, Raz isn't your guy to take it out on. That's a conversation you're going to have with your parents. But accessing that empathy for Raz brings him farther away from his parents, makes it more likely that he has to come up against his immovable mother. Therefore, he'd rather just lay down, fire it at Raz, and call it a day. Stuff happens all the time.
Hey, I sent Sugar Cube back home as soon as I got to the train tracks.
Poor little thing was exhausted. Next time you run away, instead of taking the world's smallest pony, call a cab. You'll get farther. Maybe we won't be able to find you.
There is also a really powerful phenomenon that happens in families where if one person gets their wings, so to speak, and becomes successful and diversifies their representation, gets out of the family, has some sort of skill set that either the family wants to have or wishes they had or is threatened by, when that person runs away, families work really hard oftentimes to achieve homeostasis to where it was before that person ran away, because the person running away exposes something, but it's often very vague. So the people in positions of power, such as the parents, will often overcompensate and create a narrative around that to try to preserve their own hold in the family, basically to save face. So if we can get out in front of it and we can explain that this is Raz being a defiant asshole, instead of there being some real issues with the way that the family is handling something that all of them or most of them have innately as part of who they are, one of those is a lot easier to handle than the other. But families will often try to get out ahead of this and spin it so that the person who left, the person who grew, the person who achieved autonomy, who starts to be critical about some of the family dynamics, is the bad guy. They're the problem. A lot of people run into this when they get into adulthood, whether by generational difference or value difference or otherwise. It's a very powerful thing.
Don't you think it's time to get over your anti-psychic stuff?
I will when it stops hurting our family.
Dad's a psychic.
It's a phase.
Oof.
Frazie's a psychic.
Oh, that's a great example. Yeah, we should all be more like Frazee. Ow!
You wish you could be more like me.
How long are you planning on being mad like this?
Forever. Do you even realize what you've done? To the Aquato name? Psychics? Fortune tellers? You let out our family's worst secret.
This family has too many secrets. We'll be better off when they're all out.
We'll be better off when you're out.
Dion. Bye, Dion. Better bring these bees to Agent Boole. I'm not 100% sure about these air holes.
Oftentimes, the overcompensation for family secrets creates more problems than the secrets themselves, because guess what, chat?
Psychic?
People don't really care that much about your family secrets. People hiding their secrets and making a big deal out of it is usually because of an overblown estimation of how other people react. People just really don't give a shit. They're worried about their own stuff. Raz is correct.
Waste of time.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so that creepy mind stuff did save a little time. But I still don't have to like it.
Deal. And you're welcome. Seeing the old Aquato Dome again reminds me of a trick Dion taught me once.
You need to bail out of a midair situation or just want to squeeze a little more distance out of your jump. Press B while in the air to dive into a tumble. Ooh.
Headed orangutan.
See what's in here.
Ah, the Aquatodome. It's not big, but then again, neither were our audiences. I'm just happy that it's not made of meat.
It's not made out of meat? It's oddly specific, Raz.
Side challenge markers are like a
Nice.
hobby of mine.
Cool. That was fun.
Pine cone.
Ooh, can I make the gorilla do something?
Welcome to the lumber stack, where you'll eat like a lumberjack.
Oh, yes. Welcome to the lumber stack. All right, now I gotta figure out how to get up there. There's got to be some sort of like super jumper or something that I'm missing. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's a matter of getting up on top of this.
Fortune tellers.
Maybe not. Chat, I need to know how to get up there. This is gonna drive me crazy. I need to know. Didn't I manage to get up on the roof somehow? Yeah, there we go. Oh. Alright, we're getting this. When I say I want to keep this private, is this more about others' reactions rather than privacy itself? So is privacy really a thing? No, I mean, I think privacy is okay. I'm not suggesting that everything should just be out in the open all the time. What I'm saying is that there are family narratives sometimes that families worry more people are going to care about than actually will. It's okay to want privacy. It's okay to have certain things that you only want certain people that you know and trust to be aware of. Like, that's perfectly reasonable. But I do think it's important to be, at the very least, have a critical mind for family secrets. And why are they secret? And are holding those secrets to our detriment as a family? Like, is it causing more distress to hold this secret than to just have it be out there and who cares, you know? Because sometimes family secrets are harmful to the individual members of the family. God damn it. Alright, whatever. We're going back.
Welcome to the questionable area, where the only answer is more questions? What's with all the question marks?
What was that? There was a okay, here it is. We're gonna go back to... Hello again, goat.
Hi!
Hi! HIPAA violator. I haven't forgotten. People don't forget.
Agent Boom, I got some visitors here who are really
Raz.
excited to.
What are you doing, Raz?
I only needed one bee.
Why would you let them out?
Shoo, get out of here.
I got extra. They seem friendly.
Oh no, don't all talk at once, please. I can't take it. I can't. It's too much. Too much.
Oh no, don't explode. And don't explode me. Agent Boom?
Ah!
What's wrong?
Too many voices. Too many everything.
Want me to kill those bees?
No.
Can I enter your mind? Oh man. Sensory overload's a thing, so I feel terribly about this guy being attractive to the bees, apparently.
Would you mind if I made a quick and very quiet, wellness check inside your mind? Scream once for yes, I may enter your mind, and twice for no. Great. Out of my way, bees.
No. 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 That dude was not in a position to consent to that. At all. No. That's like asking somebody who's having a panic attack a ridiculously important question. No. Raz, this is bad. This is bad.
No, not yet. I'm not ready. Cassie's not here.
Not ready for what?
Dinner.
Uh-oh. Let me guess. We're on the menu?
No. Worse. Judgment.
Court is in session.
Oh no.
Please remain standing. If you're able.
Oh no, we gotta fight Judgment? So this guy's got... Seems like if I give him a flaming gavel, that's only to my detriment. Oh! Oh shit. Alright, let's try that again. Damn it. I got too ballsy with the fire. I really don't think I need to set his gavel on fire. Oh! Jeez, dude. Looks like something out of Luigi's Mansion. close. Come on, one more. Bang that gavel. There we go.
Let's take a 5-minute recess.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Uh-oh.
Anything but this.
It's time for...
Ram it down!
Good evening, and welcome to Ram It Down. I'm your host, Tin Can Zanotto, and tonight we'll watch one lucky contestant prepare 3 increasingly complicated dishes in an attempt to please our celebrity judges.
Impossible!
He'll never do it. He's nothing without Cassie.
And he's the nice one. Well, let's get to our first dish, a tragic delicacy from a troubled nation.
This is really sad. My only guess is that Cassie is like a deceased loved one, perhaps a spouse. Remember, this is his mind. This is how he conceptualizes the world. He sees this. He sees his world in the frame of a high-stakes game show. One where judgment is everywhere. All eyes are on him. And there's a lot of glitz and glamour, distractible stuff, noise. It's a cacophony in here. And obviously this Cassie person was somebody that he perceived as affording him a level of stability amongst the cacophony. It's probably why he sits in isolation by himself. Because if he really starts to attend to his thoughts, this is what it's like. So it's already hard enough being in his mind, let alone having to attend to the external world. Like, this is really sad. Like, look at his face. Look at the terror. He's clamoring for an attachment figure here in the form of Cassie so that he can feel some stability amidst this. Really bummed out for this guy.
Grulovian drowned egg. First, our contestant will have to find a very outspoken egg.
Oh, me! Pick me!
Boil it in hot water.
I'm all fired up and ready to go.
Prepare it with an unruly onion.
He said my name!
That's been sliced into pieces.
Just call me Pork Chopper.
Put them both together on a plate and see if the judges can bear to...
Ram it down!
Finish your dish before the clock runs out, and you'll win valuable prizes from the Mystery Box.
Can I just take us just 1 second here to appreciate the unbelievable creativity and art style in this game? This is awesome. As sad as it is from a psychological standpoint, this is really cool stuff. Freaking bravo, man, for how creative this game is. I love it.
What do you say? Think you're up to the challenge?
Oh.
Sounds easy. We got this. Right, partner? Partner?
He didn't consent to you being here, Raz.
What was I expecting?
10 minutes.
I think I hear some emotional baggage.
Help those goggles right off you.
Alright, so I gotta get an egg and I gotta put it in here.
And Chef has the egg.
It's happening!
Let's see if he remembers.
Careful, that's hot.
Oh no! Oh god! Oh no! I killed the egg! Oh no!
It's happening! My runny days are over. Oh, I want this so bad.
Oh no!
A waterfall
Yeah.
never boils.
Alright.
Well, don't just sit there resting on your boils. We've got other ingredients to prepare.
Ooh, he's engaged. That's kind of cool.
What's that sound? Ah, here's the hat box.
Alright, I gotta get the oven or the onion chopped.
First tag.
Alright, so let's go. Onion, where are you? There you are.
Stupid goats.
Onion acquired.
Alright, onion.
You won't be sorry.
Let's see if he makes the cut. I'm ready for the knife!
I'm ready for the knife! Oh my god.
Done it! Quick, hit that button, Chef. And he boiled the egg. The judges are shocked. Maybe this chef is going to go the distance. And that.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
Am I supposed to take him to the stew? Or keep chopping him? Oh no. This is so... I mean, I get that this is designed to be overstimulating, but it is very overstimulating. Okay. Wait, so he's in jail. I was only trying to help. Sneaks in, lots of puppies. Unlocks all the animals. Animals are all happy. Guy gets mad. Lost collars. He gets sent away. Oh no. Alright, I think I have to get another onion. I don't think I did that right. Another vault. Compton on his own. Beekeeper. Bee lady comes. He gets washed away with all the animals. Oh no. He's at a funeral. Wasting time.
Yep.
Alright, onion. Come here, onion. Guys, I really do think I did this wrong.
Wish she were here.
Is the bee lady his, like, long-lost lover?
Okay, he's placed the ingredient. Will he be able to pull back the pork chopper's action hoof? Great! Once he pushes that button, the chopping begins. The chopping process has begun.
Pull the pork chopper's hoof. Do it again.
Excellent. Chef is now clear to push the chopping button.
Okay, so it's done.
I feel like like this is the real me.
Let's plate that ingredient, chef.
Oh, played it. Oh, okay. All right, I follow. Okay, chopped onion. There it is. Let's get back up here and get that egg.
I'm your egg, right here.
He's boiled the egg.
We make a great team.
Let's see if he can get it to the plate.
Did it.
He's assembled all his ingredients. If Chef would just hit that button, we can begin the presentation.
Did we make it?
I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Well, here we are, at the moment of truth. Will we be looking at a drowned egg or a drowned contestant? Reveal the meal!
So, what we did was, we took an egg
Boring.
and we popped it into the water.
Pedestrian!
Remember, these are the internalized images that he has of these people. So we are learning a lot about how he has internalized the various patterns of behavior that have come his way from these individual people. These aren't those people actually talking to us. This is what he thinks these people would say about this dish. And you get a lot of insight into folks when you actually can crack open and get an idea of what their internalized system sounds like and says. Because remember, when you carry certain narratives, they're not always yours. They would have been pushed into you. You also only see certain aspects of certain people. So the mental image you carry of them is always going to be limited, and it's always going to have a little bit of an oversimplified pattern. But it also creates expectations. And when we oversimplify our expectations of people and then they interact with us in a way that violates those expectations, we will often double down on our expectations, not on trying to file that experience away into diversifying the image we have of that person. It's very complex and difficult to do that. But I just bring that up because these puppets that we're seeing of the various characters that we've come across in this game, this isn't as they are. This is how he perceives them to be. I don't understand that question, Sean.
Then Chef had the idea to withhold the salt at just the right moment to create a sense of longing within the yolk, if you will.
You what?
We think it really improves the nose feel of the composition.
Compelling.
Bon appetit.
Surprisingly acceptable.
And that's not all. By finishing within the time limit, you've opened the mystery box.
Well, don't just stand there resting on your laurels.
That one was a gimme.
Let's see how you do on your next dish. Shoo!
Congratulations. You did it. How does it feel?
Also notice, if we think of the world of internal representation, notice that everybody in his mind is bigger than him. It's a very important thing to analyze because he sees himself as subordinate to them, as less powerful than them. One of the most innate human ways of perceiving others as having power is through size. Children see adults as huge because they're little relative to them, and we perceive things that are bigger than us as being more powerful. It's just how it is. So everybody in this, not only are they judgmental, chaotic. They're also very large, and he is very small in comparison. And I think that that's a reflection of how he sees himself relative to these folks. It's a reflection of that confidence, or lack thereof. He does seem to be mindful of Raz, though. Notice how he looks over at Raz, and he seems almost hopeful as the result of having Raz there. He's a person that wants to have somebody around as a stabilizing force over times of adversity, and that's not a bad thing. That's okay. It doesn't necessarily mean codependence or dependence. Yeah, that's certainly possible, Sean, for sure.
Well,
fantastic. Well, get ready, because it's time for your next dish, right after this commercial message.
Oh, good. Maybe? I want some cereal. Uh-oh. Oh, we fighting.
Time for justice.
Oh, another judge? I do like how they make Judgment as powerful as they make him. Oh, I can throw his hammer at him? Oh, and then he throws the book at me? Throw the book right back at you, boss. Oh. Oh no.
My leg. Cross-examine, counselor.
Agent Poole, an important thing to do when you're feeling overwhelmed is to take breaks. So before I push that button and start the next dish, let's take a breather, okay?
Good idea.
That's awesome. That's a really good use of that, Raz. I love that. I mean, that's actually really important because this is an experiential exercise for Compton. So Raz being in his mind and helping him develop a coping strategy and an understanding of something that may actually be very helpful to him when he's overwhelmed, that's really good stuff. Like, this really good stuff. That's the kind of thing that, like, when you're a therapist, you are trying to accomplish with folks, is helping them access alternative ways of conceptualizing or whatnot in the moment. Oh, shit.
Maybe it's time to smash that button and get cooking again.
Not yet, Raz.
Suitcase tag. That's what I need.
But I have one. Alright, I want to explore this a little bit. As many of these as I can. Oh, there's a knife. Okay. I also love how close this music is to The Price is Right. It's got a similar
fearsome. Yep. Always happy to give a nugget of wisdom.
Over here. Damn it. More baggage. Indeed, fell. Alrighty. Let's do it.
See, Agent Bull? You can do it.
Next one won't be so easy.
You got that right. For your next dish, you'll be creating a strawberry jam croque madame. You'll need to boil another egg.
Easy.
Take some bread,
I've already risen to the occasion.
slice it up,
Bread's much nicer once it's been through the slicer.
and fry it up on the griddle.
Oh, I love this so much.
Flip out! Well, what about the strawberry, huh? Hey!
Glad you asked. We'll need not just any strawberry, but a strawberry that's been blended.
Ooh.
Did someone call for patty puree?
All right, monsieur. It's time to show us your best madame. I wonder which ingredient you'll select first.
The egg.
Hey, I hear you worked with my brother. I can't wait to get cooked.
Walk in the kitchen, please. Especially with that.
All right, get cooking, egg. All right, now we got to grab some toast. Let's go slice this toast, baby. Yeah.
I love cooking, but I hate cooking.
You and me both, man.
Hurry up with that bread. Chop, chop.
Ingredient in position. Now you must quickly grab the pork chopper's hook.
Get out of there, kids. Those blades are sharp.
Got it! Quick, hit that hook. Great! One.
All right, chopped. Now put it in the pan.
Let me help you out with that croque madame.
We got to fry it up there.
Freshly baked over here.
All right, here we go.
Okay, that egg is done. Now, Chef, just get it to the plate.
Oh, no.
Good job
We
on
only
that
have 5 more
bread, Chef.
seconds.
Just don't forget to plate it.
All right. Oh, jeez. Bread.
I'm bread.
Okay, bread's good. Egg's done. Let's go get the egg. And then we'll go blend the strawberry. Okay. Strawberry.
You won't be disappointed. So blame me already. I'm not getting smoother just hanging around.
careful. I lost an arm in there once. Once a goat tastes human flesh, well, it changes the relationship. Trust me.
Moving blades, razor sharp. What could possibly go wrong?
See you later, buddy. Oh my god. Oh no. I should have done this earlier. This is going to be cutting it real close. I think we're going to get it though.
It's left, oh my.
Should have known that. I really don't think it would normally take this long to blend strawberries. Use this as another chance to say thanks for making it through this playthrough as far as you have. I appreciate you all a lot. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. This has been a lot of fun. So close. You're good, strawberry goo. Get it tossed in.
He's done it! All the ingredients are in.
Croak, 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 croak.
What do you think, Chef? Did you get caught in a jam? Are you worried about croaking? Reveal the meal!
What do you have to say for yourself?
We have attempted to infuse this dish with,
Curiosity and resilience.
Love what Raz is doing. He's doing Compton a solid. However, if Compton wants to get to a point where he can find some confidence and self-esteem in these types of moments where he can diminish the power that the folks around him have or that he perceives that they have, he is going to have to be scaffolded into coming up with some of these answers on his own. Because Raz helping him here from a behavioral reinforcement and an anxiety reinforcement standpoint, we could also make the argument that Raz is actually reinforcing the anxiety and Compton's incompetence. Because Raz is just doing it for him. So, though Raz has inserted himself here, which is okay for teacher to do from a learning perspective, eventually Raz is going to need to give Compton the opportunity to do this on his own and see that it's not the end of the world, even if it doesn't go particularly well. I think our gut reaction oftentimes is to look at this and go, wow, look how helpful and awesome Raz is being. And while true in this moment where it's relatively high stakes, if Compton has any desire to regain some confidence and competency, he is going to have to practice this and probably fail a few times. Learning is a failure-driven process. So I'm not being cynical here. This is just kind of the angle you got to look at it from a reinforcement standpoint, that it's not always good to bail people out of their discomfort and anxiety. We do have to walk them into a place where they can see themselves as competent relative to it.
The more sensitive palates among you will also discern just a dash of regret.
Slightly better than a mouthful of nails.
Slightly better than a mouthful of nails.
And that's not all. By finishing within the time limit, you've opened the mystery box.
Another half a brain, hell yeah.
Now be gone!
And bring us more food.
Well, you two must be feeling great after producing such a quality product for our judges. And speaking of quality products, it's time for a word from one of our sponsors.
Here we go again. Torwolf, hello. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. I'm glad you're enjoying the VODs. Bees! Oh, great. Now, if you will recall from the vaults that we opened, Compton has a particular aversion to bees because of his history with them. So this is also escalating in terms of things that are high intensity for him, and this would be pretty hard for him to work through here. So we're working through some of his fears as well by occupying his mind, and I think that's being exemplified in these commercials.
I sentence you to death!
Oh.
Council must not badger the gavel!
Or regrets anvil at another enemy. Love it. God damn it. Give me that.
Never touch a... This is a court of law.
Oh, easy.
Thank you for helping me, young man. I don't know what I'd do without you.
How would you feel about taking a little break before I push that button to start the next one?
Let's do it. Let's go grab them. I don't want to focus on grabbing these while we are trying to do our thing.
I don't want to forget to pick up my mystery prize.
Thank you for the reminder, Raz. Woo! Oh, it looks like I didn't have too many to pick up. Nice. We get our mystery prize and let's get it done. Systematic desensitization, Sean, is how you would help somebody get through any kind of phobia. It takes a while.
No, we
It's not just exposure.
Get through this. Oh, I hope I didn't just jinx it.
Me too, because it's time for our third and final dish. Straight from the Lumber Stack Diner.
Oh no.
It's the Honey Pepper Pancake Stacker. You'll need another egg.
We're old friends. He boiled my dad and grandfather.
Oh, but this time that egg needs to fry.
Oh.
Then I'm your guy. Next, you'll need a boar.
I'm just a pig, but trust me, I'm game. Get it?
Whatever, as long as that pig gets sliced.
No!
That's a little sick, man.
And fry.
Oh my god.
I gotta pull a double shift? To give our pancake stack that signature beehive look, you're going to be using an actual beehive.
Ooh, I'm all a buzz.
I wish Cassie were here to handle those bees.
But wait, there's more. The final touch of summery sweetness comes from a watermelon
It's about time.
that's been chopped
Sure, I guess. Kind of still thinking about that pig, though.
and then blended.
Oh.
All right, so we got a chop,
like
blend,
the big finish.
chop,
No
fry,
pressure, but this is Ford Cruller's
and boil.
favorite dish.
Okay.
To mess this up would be an insult to the very heart of the Psychonauts.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Again, all internalized pressure. It's not Ford actually saying that. All right, so we're gonna throw the egg in. That blender takes a while too, so.
Let's see if he remembers to fry this egg.
We got this.
Oh, right. I was supposed to fry that.
Oh, shit! Oh, not great. Okay. Just operating on... Okay, so let's butcher the pig first.
Look at me now, haters!
Bring that
No, go
pig
ahead.
over here.
Just wasting so much time.
This is weird.
Grandpa Bourbon!
Petey? Is that you? Oh no, this just got a lot weirder.
He's bacon!
So bad. No kidding? Well, say hi to your dad for me.
Is that honey pepper boar bacon I smell?
Not yet.
Quick, chef, get that ingredient back to the serving plate.
Go. Bacon's done. Okay. Now we have to fry the egg. So back up.
Careful with that. That doesn't smell right.
Keep the yolk runny, all right?
It's left, oh my.
Time to stop playing with your food and serve that ingredient.
Okay. Egg. Okay. Watermelon.
I knew you couldn't resist me. Chop
When?
me up so I can show you that I'm red on the inside. Just
Chop
like
me
you.
up. Alright.
So far, so good. But will he remember to pull back the action hoof? Excellent. Chef is now clear to push the chopping button.
Okay. Let's go this way. Oh boy. It's gonna be tight. Okay. Alright, now while that goes, the beehive boiled.
We're moving the hive! Somebody get the queen!
I'm ready for that beehive, chef.
Oh, I can feel it helping my lower back already!
Oh, this is gonna be real close. Let's get back over here. We're gonna have to haul some serious ass. Spicy Belly, thank you for the sub for Prime. Appreciate that. Oh man. I see. Okay, so watermelon should have gone first. Blended the watermelon, thrown the hive in, then done the chopping and the frying because that's so much quicker. Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know if we're gonna make this. This is gonna have to go so fast. I have to grab this, plate it, run up top. Oh my god. Let's go. All ass, Draz. Let's go, buddy.
30 seconds to go. I don't want to panic you, but I would say panic would not be completely inappropriate at a time like this.
Nope, panic's not.
The chef remember where the serving plate is.
Come on. Come on. 10. Oh my god.
Well, for better or worse, it looks like the dish is assembled. Just push the button to serve.
What? Why won't it let me push the button? I hit the wrong button. Oh.
Lumber stack, lumber stack, lumber
Have I mentioned that when prepared improperly, the honey pepper pancake stacker can produce an interesting byproduct? No? I didn't mention the possibility of a deadly swarm of killer bees? Ah, no matter. Let's see what we got. Reveal!
I hit the wrong button, man. Alright, it's over.
Is that the tallest stack you could manage?
It's taller than it looks.
Because we put the literal height of the horizontality of the flavor profile, if you will.
Nice. My man.
Moderately pleasant.
Well,
It's gonna haunt me.
Like
It's gonna haunt me.
Not just our judges, but also our audience. How do you feel?
Well, I couldn't have done it without this young man here.
No way! You can totally do this on your own now, Agent Bull.
No, don't say that.
That's great to hear. Because it's time for what audience?
Double down!
No!
That's right. It's time to double down. Chef will be cooking alone in our isolation station, completely dependent on his sous chef to gather the ingredients he needs for the final 3 dishes.
Don't worry, Agent Bull. I'll get you all the ingredients you need.
What do you think, judges? Ready for another course?
No problem.
We're professionals.
We might have to make a little room.
Okay, first dish is vegetable medley. Ingredients on the board.
Onion.
I'm getting out of here before things get messy.
Gluttonous goats. You got this, man. Holy cow.
Here we go.
Wow.
Look out!
Alright, need an egg.
One of those disgusting knobs might hold the key to our victory.
The ticket.
A slight whiff of vomit on this one, but I'll cover it up with spices.
Oh. Ow. Strawberry.
Attack. That goat is charging.
Oh, I can do without the sound effects.
Through the parsley and find me my ingredient. Well, it's about time you found one of those. That's the final ingredient. Now I just have to make this dish all by myself.
You can do it, Agent Bull.
I shall certainly try. You stay safe down there while I do my best.
He did it!
We did it!
As you know, in the double down round, the chef's assistant must serve the dish to the judges. Let's see if this young man has a passion for service.
Ah! This is awesome. Oh,
looks
no.
like our judge liked that dish. Perhaps a little too much. Oh, but it looks like someone's ready to get back in the mix. It's gonna be messy. I'm out of here. Second dish is royal borscht. Good luck.
Good. All right, gotta deal with the blender.
Please tell me this batch has the ingredient we need.
Oh no, he needs bread.
Is anybody even listening to me?
Oh, I'm not even paying attention. Okay. It's like a Destiny raid, Ryan. Builds upon itself. Gotta pull the right food.
Vomit is not one of the ingredients.
Oh, that's not going to help the chef's final score.
I don't like it in here. Here comes some fresh candidates.
All right, come on. All right, I need bread. That's not bread.
Why is he picking up the wrong ingredient, I wonder?
Bread.
Why are you touching that regurgitated matter?
There we go.
Got a great opportunity here for some lucky pig.
The ingredients are so nice, he's using them twice.
I'm glad I always
All right, now I need
keep
pig.
bits in my pockets for occasions like this.
I don't want this. Noah bets. Perfect. Let's have an egg,
Mouse, please stay clear of the goat wretch for my sake.
Can the sous chef get his partner what he needs? What do you think, audience?
Here comes some fresh candidates. Is it strong?
It seems like the sous chef has picked up the wrong ingredient.
Finally!
I'm aiming to serve the judges, chef, not attack them.
Holy crap. Alrighty.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It looks
Let's serve it.
incredible, but yet the judges say it's inedible.
Serve it before it gets up and walks away.
Wow. Yeah. Hooah! Take that,
All
Forsyth.
right, let's see if our second judge can exercise a little more moderation. Uh-oh, someone's been overserved. And it looks like they're getting ready to flip.
I'm curious who
But our final
Compton
dish is no
thinks is
laughing
holding,
matter.
like,
Mess
who's
up
the
these
person
jam
controlling
tarts,
all of
and
these
you'll
people?
find yourself in a sticky situation.
Right, because it's somebody controlling blender and the spatula and all this stuff. Like,
Please tell me this batch has the ingredient we
all right,
need.
beehive.
Oh no, he's got the wrong ingredient again.
We don't need one of those right now.
Perfect choice. But is it too late?
Okay.
There are all the watermelons.
Oh!
Oh, I wouldn't touch that if I were you. Heavens, more ingredients.
Watermelon. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no. Okay, there we go.
Wrong ingredient.
I don't suppose one of those goats recently regurgitated a strawberry by any chance?
Here comes the spatula.
Oh.
Quickly, sort through that partially digested bounty and find me. Why are you playing with that? I don't want that.
Nope. Wrong.
Put that down. You'll spoil the dish.
Ooh, looks like he's got a good one.
That's the last ingredient.
Nice.
I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like this one will be my best one yet. Dinner in a minute.
Eat, 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 eat. 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 Eat, 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 eat.
A 5 minute.
Eat, eat, eat.
Well, who are these jammy fellows?
Serve them quickly, young man. You'll never know what these tarts might do.
Got the tarts.
Run for the hills, folks!
Oh, it was you the whole time.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've certainly had my fill of excitement today. All right, everybody, let's clean up this mess. Come on, get a move on. Clean kitchen, clean mind.
You see, this is why I usually get takeout.
Makes sense, right? It's his internal projections. And he's the one controlling it. It's a really great point. Like, I love that. We perpetuate our internal narratives about people. We continue to give people power in our minds long after they have power over us. And there have been many instances in my years as a therapist where I've helped people work through that process of differentiating themselves from that. If you have certain like narratives and perceptions and objects, and I mean that in the psychological sense of people, from when you were growing up or even from adulthood, that had a significant effect on you, maybe they bullied you, told you you were worthless, etc. If you continue carrying those narratives and those images in your mind long after those folks are gone, you're doing their bidding for them. Sometimes people think that that sounds like victim blaming. That's not what I'm doing. It's the real power of people forcing unhealthy dynamics into you. But you also, when you are removed from that situation, have a choice of whether you continue to carry them on or whether you focus more on yourself relative to them and building a new narrative around them. And that doesn't mean that that new narrative has to be more empathic. And that is a beautiful example of that. Compton realizing that he is the one puppeting these gigantic judgmental representations of the people that he's met in his life. And that may be based in very real data, but it's also a rope that he can drop or a puppet that he can take off. And hopefully this helps him maybe gain a little more self-confidence and maybe some better boundaries relative to those folks.
Cassie, but what do you mean they won't let her out? What librarian? Here, my boy. You've earned this. I need to go find Cassie right away.
Okay, so Cassie's
Lost?
alive, I guess.
We'll never get lost. I know that forest like the back of my hand.
Wait, don't you want help? Guess he doesn't.
That was cool. That was really
With this
cool.
Senior League pass, I can get to Agent Crawler in the bowling alley and try to reconnect that aspect of his mind. The bowling aspect.
I really enjoyed that.
Hi.
Yo, what's up, Jay? All right. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end part 4. Those of you that are watching the VOD over on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for making it this far. Please leave a comment. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I loved that. I hope that my analysis of some part of it was meaningful to you in some way. If it was, would love to hear about it. Thanks for taking the time to watch my streams and to watch my content. I will look forward to catching you in part 5.